as we are ready to cut them loose. Off of turn number 4, Brett Roop up on the flag stand with green flag in hand. 25 laps the distance, green's in the air, we are underway. And it's going to be Dason Persley taking the early advantage from Stevie Sussex. He'll lead the field into turn number 3. So we'll lead him off at turn number 4. Persley will lead that opening lap. Stevie Sussex and J.J. Yaley battling for the second spot. Yaley down the inside of Sussex. Sussex last night had a lot of success on the top side of the racetrack, trying to find that success again. Able to work his way back around the number 2 machine of J.J. Yaley. Does Sussex in the 10E, or 10AZ. Driver for Eugene Thomas here tonight. Also look out for that 4th place runner, Briggs Danner. Briggs Danner had a very fast hot ride last night, driving that Meyer Calderwood entry. A 3-second lead before getting caught up in a lap car's mess, then fought back to a 6th place finish last night in that 6C. Right now he rides in a 4th as Dason Persley, the man out front, with a 1.7 second advantage already here in the opening laps of the night's 25-lap main event. It's Persley followed by Stevie Sussex, J.J. Yaley in the 3rd spot. That's going to be Briggs Danner in 4th. 5th is the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Brady Bacon works his way off of turn number 4, getting around Chaz Baca Jr. So go to the bottom side of the racetrack. Baca on the high line. Behind Baca, Grant Sexton trying to make some moves. Kevin Thomas Jr., last night's main event winner as well, working a low line, working his way around David Gasper in the 21S. KTJ trying to work his way up through the field, starting this race back in the 13th starting spot already. In the 8th position, has red flag flies. One car up and over in turn number 2. That's the 51W of Webster. So red flag is out. Ronald Webster comes to a stop up on his lid. And the Desert Winds Automotive 51W, driver out of Gilbert, Arizona. Webster was running in the 11th spot. You see the replay coming up on flow. Just got up into the wall. Smacked it a ton with that right rear. Josh Pelkey, your points leader, also in the mix as Webster landed on him.
They're towing someone else off over there.
As Pelkey was behind Webster, Webster just smacked it right underneath that TucsonT-shirt.com banner. Pelkey with nowhere to go. Was able to drive away. Looking on the racetrack, see if we can find the number 12. As you see, that car is destroyed. A lot of fluid coming out onto the racing surface as well underneath that hot rod. Persley will lead the field off of turn number 4 with Stevie Sussex on his tail tank. Green flags back in the air. And Persley and Stevie rip the top side of the racetrack. J.J. Yaley trying to get that 2nd spot away from Sussex. They'll go side-by-side drag race down to turn number 3. Yaley on the bottom. Yaley down low, Sussex up top, with Briggs Danner in the 4th position. 3-car battle as Danner works his way around J.J. Yaley. Here comes Brady Bacon as well. Yaley on the lose 2 spots. Danner up to the 3rd spot. Bacon up to 4th. And now it's going to be Briggs Danner taking over that 2nd spot from Sussex. Briggs Danner very fast last night. Looking pretty racy here tonight after starting this race back in the 6th position. He is up to 2nd as Brady Bacon now starting to make some noise. Looking underneath Stevie Sussex for the 3rd position. Sussex up on the top side of the racetrack doesn't quite seem to have the grip he had last night as one car up and over in turn number 1. Back on his wheels, that is A.J. Hernandez in the 72. Red flag flies for the Australian Outback Plants Big Sky Logistics, the racetrack Extreme Plumbing. Driver out of Phoenix, Arizona, 72 of A.J. Hernandez. But DRP safety crew on the scene. Hernandez climbing out of the car. That is the good news down there from turn number 1. You'll go ahead and pay him off. As we got a replay for those of you watching at home. Got it kind of late. Couldn't quite tell exactly when that started in turn 1. Yeah, he was already up and over right behind B.J. Fernandez. Josh Shipley narrowly avoiding making contact with the 72. So Briggs Danner started this race in the 6th position last night, had a fast piece. Had to go to the tail of the field, still came back, finished just outside your top 5. Now he starts second behind Dason Pursley. Green flag in the air. We are back underway. So we can get some laps together here in the night's 25-lap main event. Your top 2 drivers, they leave Stevie Sussex behind. Sussex now trying to fight off the hard charge of the 51 machine of the Macho Man Brady Bacon. Bacon down the inside. His top 3 drivers all go to the top side of the racetrack. Bacon going to sneak past Sussex down low. Bacon up to the 3rd position. Sussex going to follow his tire tracks now down to the inside through turns 1 and 2. Yaley, he's back there as well, running in the 5th position. There's your top 2 drivers, Dason Pursley, Briggs Danner, all working the top side of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Once again through turns 1 and 2. It's going to be the Macho Man Brady Bacon, Stevie Sussex, and J.J. Yaley on the bottom side of the racetrack as Chaz Baca Jr. also on the bottom side of the racetrack trying to hold off Kevin Thomas Jr. KTJ up top. He just worked his way around Chaz Baca. That is battle for 6 on the racetrack. Kevin Thomas Jr., last night's main event winner, trying to sweep the weekend in the Bono Motorsports number 15. He'll go down the bottom side of the racetrack trying to reel in the tail tank of number 2 machine of J.J. Yaley. Dason Pursley continues to show the way out front. Top 3 drivers working the top side through turns 3 and 4. Looks like 2 very different racetracks at both ends. A lot of these drivers working for the bottom side of the racetrack down in 1 and 2, and then they're going top side through 3 and 4 as Stevie Sussex just went top side in 1 and 2, almost over the door for J.J. Yaley. Sussex, though, still hangs on to that 4th position with Yaley back in 5th. Yaley, though, reeling in that black number 10 A to Z of Sussex, though, as they work off at turn number 4. About 2 car lengths separates those 2 drivers. That battle for 5th has Sussex back down to the bottom side of the racetrack now. Did not like how the car felt that last lap up on the top side. Top 3 drivers, though, they have broken away. It's Dason Pursley out front. About a half-second advantage he has over Briggs Danner in the 6th seed, and Brady Bacon as well. All those drivers are within a second of each other as they work their way into turn number 3, getting ready to come up on some of the slower traffic towards the back. They will get ready to pass Britt Yarnell, put him 1 lap down. As Pursley able to work around the outside of Yarnell. Looks like Danner will do the same. Brady Bacon a little bit further back now from this battle for the top spot in the 3rd position as Danner right now all over the backside of the 86 of Pursley. We have 10 laps left in tonight's main event. And here comes Briggs Danner. He gave a peek to the inside. Couldn't do anything with Pursley down the back straightaway. Pursley having to slow up big time. He's got 2 drivers side by side battling for position. Right in front of him, Lonnie Oliver down to the inside. Then there's a gaggle of cars in front of him. Josh Shipley as well in the mix along with Travis DeGayton. Jason Pursley trying to tiptoe through the lap cars. That's going to allow Briggs Danner to look down to his inside. Pursley, though, able to block the charge from Danner as they work their way down the front straightaway. Brady Bacon coming into your screen as well. Brady Bacon and Danner will both go to the bottom side of the racetrack. Pursley go top side. They go 3 wide, give the race lead to Briggs Danner. Here comes Pursley, though, fighting back on the outside. Drag racing into turn number 3. Pursley up top, Danner down low. And Pursley will lead him at the line. Power move from both Briggs Danner and Dason Pursley that last lap, splitting the lap car. Josh Shipley, Brady Bacon right now stuck behind Bruce St. James as the top 2 put him a lap down. Danner now once again on the attack of the 86 machine of Pursley. They come off at turn number 4. 2 car lengths separates them down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Both drivers go top shelf trying to work their way around the lap car of Brian Ledbetter Jr. Pursley right now getting held up down the back straightaway from Ledbetter. Now we'll finally clear him going into 3. Here comes Briggs Danner once again, fighting back on the outside. Pursley, Danner, Bacon, all clear. Brian Ledbetter, a couple cars side by side just ahead of your race leader as Briggs Danner to the top spot, using the low line, slides him. Here comes Pursley back on the inside down the back straightaway. Great battle here for tonight's main event. Here comes Brady Bacon as well down the bottom side. They almost go 3 wide as Bacon now side by side with Danner for 2nd. Dason Pursley down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Danner to the top side. Pursley sneaks past another lap car, trying to put some gap between himself and Danner's Bacon, and Danner almost make contact into 3. Danner up all the way up to the top. Here comes Bacon down low. Bacon with 2nd at the line. Danner, though, with a strong run on the back straightaway. He'll work his way back past Dason Pursley. Here comes Pursley, though, fighting back to the inside into turn number 3. Tried to throw the slider, couldn't quite get it done. Briggs Danner's your new race leader as he heads off of 4. Briggs Danner to the top spot. Pursley in second with Bacon in third. Great battle here in tonight's main event for your San Chevrolet Wild West Sprint Car Series. As our side-by-side for second, give it to Bacon. Going into 3, he'll slide up across the nose of Pursley as the white flag flies for Danner. Danner leads him at the line. Bacon and Pursley side-by-side for that second spot. Danner up on the berm through turns 1 and 2, trying to get around the lap car, the 4D of Dayton Sheldon. That's going out Brady Bacon now to close the gap down the back straightaway. Danner goes down low, Bacon up top. As Danner washes up the racetrack, here comes Brady Bacon off of 4. Danner has issues. Brady Bacon will win tonight's main event. Right rear flat down on Briggs Danner, and just see the debris flying up over the catch fence. He comes home in third. As Brady Bacon, the Macho Man, gets it done with a last corner pass. The Macho Man, Brady Bacon, climbs out of the race car. Put your hands together for him.
For the 5th time in his career, Brady Bacon is a non-wing 360 sprint car main event winner at the Western World, and he does it in thrilling fashion. He's got the rifle in hand. Brady, that was the definition of wild and Western all the way down the line. You actually ran a very, very smooth race compared to the guys in front of you. Do you think that's what won you the race, kind of laying back there in the weeds and letting those guys race it out in front of you and just kind of waiting to the end to pounce?
Yeah, I mean, this place changes like super, super fast. And make sure I have that on right. I look like a dummy being from Oklahoma and not put it on right. But yeah, the track just changes so fast, and with traffic, and sometimes it's better to be kind of the stalker instead of the one trying to lead out front. Last night I kind of was a victim to that and fell back and trying to second guess myself. But yeah, I just love non-wing 360s at the Western World. Has always been good to me my whole career. So glad to get this win for these guys. Appreciate them giving me a call, giving me a chance to make some extra money while I'm out here. And hopefully I get to interview again after this next race. But if I don't, I'd like to say hi to my wife and kids back home. They stayed home, and miss them. Can't wait to get back home, and this will make it a little bit better.
You talked about the track changing really quickly, and it was a very different racetrack from the start of the race to the very end of it. How do you stay on top of it, much less stay on top of it, but also have good speed all the way to the end?
Yeah, just kind of, I mean, we got a little lucky there at the end. I don't know if something happened to Briggs or when he was sliding that lap car, but he got kind of tangled up on the berm, and we got a good run and was able to go back down the hill. But, yeah, the bottom stayed really good, and coming off a 2, and I thought it was going to clean up on the top, and it just kind of never did. And the top's super tricky getting into 3, and I think if they work this track like I think they're going to, and it's going to be a really exciting race for the 410s as well.
Heartbreak last night in the 360. Tonight it's redemption in the 360 for the Macho Man, Brady Bacon, as he picks up the win in the San Chevrolet Wild West Sprint Car feature event, and it was wild and Western all the way to the end.